your points. So what the deal is? We're Fox and Brown and Kings. Now we lay Bonnie and fly now. I'm up in Jamaica breaking all your paper.
You're the only one for me.
Good morning, everybody. What's up? Hey, you know how we do this in the morning. You and your boy Unks in the building. You know what it is. We're going to rock a little music, and then we're going to jump out. We got the MOP page back on, so we're going to drop some MOP. You know what we do. We'll let you know everything, all things MOP. You know how that goes. Shout them out one time for your man Unks here. Let's work out. Come on. Yeah. Little mic check real quick. Let's go, y'all. Come on. Unks in the building.
I had your loyalties and your joint. You'll get your royalties and your points. So what the deal is? We're Fox and Brown and Kings. Now we lay Bonnie and fly now. I'm up in Jamaica breaking all your paper.
Good morning, everybody. Unks in the building. Let's go, y'all. This is Monday morning yawning. We in the building. Let's go. Unks here. Shout them out one time from people on the East Coast, West Coast. Let's go, y'all. Come on. Let's get some. Let's get them.
Stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. What you want, shorty, what you need. My niggas run the game, we ain't never
Shout
leave.
out Fresh
Never leave.
Montana.
Counting up
Hope he's
money,
all right.
we ain't never sleep.
Let's go.
Got V12, I got 12 V's. Got bottles, got weed, got my.
Let me know if you can hear the music. Let's go, y'all. Good morning, everybody. Unks here. We back. Let's go. The morning yawning's in the building. Let's go, y'all. We back.
What you want, shorty, what you need. My niggas run the game, we ain't never leave.
Let's get some.
Money, we ain't never sleep.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Marcelo McLeod. Thank you very much. Loud and clear. We in the building. Thank you. Your boys here, Unks here. From the world famous MOP. We in the building. What's up, y'all? Good morning, everybody.
Spread love, son. And while you keep talking, we campaign funds.
As I sit back, relax, steam of unsipper vex. Think about the sexy singers that I wanna set. As I sit back, relax, steam of unsipper vex.
Good morning.
As I sit back, relax, steam of unsipper vex. As I sit back, relax, steam of unsipper vex. As I sit sexy
Wow.
singers that I wanna sex. I probably go to jail for Patty LaBelle. Ooh, Regina Bell, she probably do me swell. Jazz back, relax, steam of unsipper vex. Think back, relax, steam of unsipper vex. Back, once these singers that I wanna sex.
Good morning, everybody. What's up? Like I said, if you in New York City, whatever you are, let's get up in the morning, let's get it popping. If you're in Europe, happy afternoon. Let's go.
Queen Bee.
Unks here. Let's work, y'all. Come on.
To all my girls, V-I-N-C's, coming backstage, dying to get pleased. You got me, I ride.
Good morning, Renee Mickens. Czech Republic, I see you. Good morning. Let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're from. We love Czech Republic. Prague, what up? Hip Hop Camp. I remember y'all. Let's go.
You on the natural high, like a pallet. It be all good, toss your clothes like a salad. When it's all over, put your vote in my ballot. It's my diner, I'm Mel and you're Alice.
What up, Joe? Michigan. What up, Joe? How y'all doing? Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's work, y'all. Come on. Shout them out, everybody in the house. It's your boy Uncle A to the world famous MOP First Family. Shout to Billy, shout to Fame. All things MOP comes on this channel, but we got other channels too. So we're going to rock some music for MOP channel up until about 6 o'clock, and then we'll come back when the discussion starts. This your boy Unc. Let's work, y'all. Come on.
H to the OV. I used to move snowflakes by the OZ.
Houston, Texas in the house. What up? What up, Houston? We love my people from Houston, Texas. Let's go, y'all. Come on. That's where my brother DJ Premier's from, Houston, Texas. That's what's up.
That's right, ho. Not DOC, but similar to the letters no one can do
Tanzania, what up, Tanzania? How y'all feeling this morning? Good morning, everybody. You know, here, let's work. Come on.
So that's what I'ma do. Take you back to the zoo with the Lexus. Fast forward the Jews.
Come on, South Carolina. South Carolina, what up? We love you, South Carolina. Let's work. Hip hop's in the building. Let's go. Shout them out one time. We love hip hop. Let's go. Classic hip hop in the morning. Get you up and running. Let's go. The golden era, the best era. Let's go. We're gonna rock this morning, y'all. Shout y'all out this morning. Good morning, everybody else in the building. How y'all doing this morning? This your boy Unc. We are in the building right now. Shout them out one time for your mind. Let's get the day going, y'all. Much love. Let's go, y'all. Come on. Shout to all Brooklyn, the Bronx, everybody out there in Switzerland, Sweden, Germany. What's up, Germany? Shout them out, Germany. What up, Hamburg, Germany? Hip hop, R&B, the golden era, the best era. You know what it is. What's up, y'all? Let's rock a little bit. Come on. Good morning. Welcome to the MOP page. All my MOP fans out there. This is what we do. Grown people love hip hop. Let's go. We grown, we love hip hop too. Let's go, y'all. Let's work. Come on. Shout them out one time, fun line. Let's work.
Her eyes said it all.
Much love from Ghana. I know y'all was rocking out in Ghana last week. Shout to my people in Ghana. Shout to my brother Omar, everybody, the whole Bando tribe out in Ghana, all my peoples in Ghana. Yo, check it out. I heard y'all was rocking the Afrochella out there in Ghana, doing y'all thing, man. We love you out there in Ghana. Salute. Hey, and me. Shout them out one time for your mind. Let's work. Let's go, Frederick Reed. We see you.
If I wronged you, I don't mean to bother you. I just wanna get you to pause and slow your walk so maybe we can talk and I
Classic hip hop. Let's go. Hip hop, R&B. Let's work.
Find out who you are.
We grown today. Let's work, y'all. Unction in the building. We know we love it. Let's go, y'all.
I ain't no hood, no crook, no robber. I just want the heart of your heart. I can borrow sometimes. And maybe I can call you up.
Sometimes.
Maybe
Sometimes.
Let's exchange digits and later arrange digits.
Shout to all the ladies out there. Come on, let's go.
This a different type of commitment.
Let's go.
I'm talking about a true friendship.
Let's work. Come on, y'all. Y'all in the building. Let's go. Let's put some work in.
Young princess of the rock.
Let's go. Good morning, everybody. Let's go, Brooklyn. Stand up. Let's go to Brooklyn real quick. Brooklyn, stand up. Let's get them. Good morning.
C.
Monabos, what up, Monabos? Salute, salute, Monabos. Let's go. Mozambique, what up, my people in Mozambique? We love y'all. Let's go. Unction in the building. Shout to all my MOP fans out there. You know what it is. We give you all things, everything MOP. Let's work, y'all. Come on.
I told y'all.
Hip hop. Let's go.
Easy with the era. Gucci sweater, Louis leather. You was never with groupies ever, or goofies ever. So it's only right you put up in it, you see the better. Tierra remix. And keep sipping on something like 26. And keep the confidence out of it.
Let rock. What up? Good morning. Let's work. Come on. Big shout to my brother DJ Premier and the whole Gangstar Foundation. R.I.P. Guru. Let's go. R.I.P. B.I.G. Let's go. Good morning. Mozambique, what up? How y'all doing this morning? Go G. What up, Go G? I see you. We working this morning. Come on, y'all. Let's go. We hang out till 6 o'clock New York time with my MOP people, and we get back into the show. We bring y'all back in. Let's go, y'all. Good morning. Everybody's in the house. Let's go. Shout them out one time for you, miles. Get the day started. Let's go. Shout out to my people out in Staten Island. Come on, Wu-Tang. Let's go. Let's go, hip hop. Where my hip hop people? My golden era hip hop people. Where y'all at? Let's work, y'all. Come on. We going classic. If it's on the MOP channel, we going classic. You know what it is. Let's go, y'all. Come on. Let's go.
These rap niggas get all up in your gut. Rich vanilla butter pecan chocolate deluxe.
Shout them out one time for your my unks in the building. Let's work, y'all. Come on.
Yo, honey dip, summertime, fine jury dripping.
Hey.
See you on pickings with a bunch of chickens, how you clicking?
Hey.
I kept shooting strong notes as we got close. She rock roast, honey throat smelling like impulse. Your whole shell, baby's wicked like Nimrod. Caught me like a freshwater straw, or may I not be God? Attitude is very rude, boo. Crabby like seafood. It turns me on like Vine, see a long
Wu-Tang Clan.
They call me Stocky Love, check the strategy by any means. Shirley Temple
My
girls was
people
done
from
by
Staten
Billy
Island,
James.
what up, y'all?
Like Mrs.
Love
America,
y'all.
your name is
Let's
Erica,
go.
right true. Lazy Apple, small V6 shoe. Caramel complexion, breath smelling like cinnamon. Excuse me, honey, don't mean no harm. Turn around again. Goddamn, backyard's banging like a Benzie. If I was Jiggy, you'd be spotted like Sport McKenzie.
Yeah.
Let's get it poppin' this morning, y'all. Let's go. What up to my dude Knox? I see you.
Yeah.
All my hip hop people, Pharaoh Marsh, I love you, brother. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, we in the club early this morning. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout him out one time for your mom, uncle. Let's go, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I get down. It's one of my mixes. Don't worry about it. I get down. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh, we go to Queens too. We got some Queens action. Shout to Queens. What y'all wanna do? Wanna be ballers, shot callers,
Who be dipping in the
with the
on the low from the Jake and the
tourists,
trying to get my hands on some dance like
tourists,
yeah, living the raw deal.
deal,
3-course meal, spaghetti, fettuccine, and bill.
bill.
When you will.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, everybody. We having a good time this morning.
Visionary ain't nobody's hero, but I wanna be heard on your
Hot 97 every day. That's my word. What up, y'all? Let's go.
This is mad, I get more butt than ashtrays. The fair one, I get mine the fast way. Ski mask way, and the ransom notes.
Rest in peace, R.I.P. R.I.P. B.I.G. What up, Flatbush? Flatbush. What up, Flatbush? Salute, Flatbush.
You whack to me. Take them rhymes back to the factory. I see the gimmicks, the whack lyrics, the
Poland, what's good, Poland? I see you out there in Poland. Let's go. Good morning.
You're mad cause my style you're admiring.
Myron.
Mad.
UPS is hiring. Let's go, y'all.
You should have been a cop.
Hip-hop.
With that freestyle, you're bound to get shot.
Shot.
Not from Houston,
But I rap a lot.
Pack the gat a lot.
lot.
The flame's about to drop.
Good morning, everybody. I'm here. Let's go. Good morning, ladies. How y'all doing this morning? Let's get some. Shout out to my MOP First Family. Shout out to Bill Fame. Let's go. Let's get some. Good morning. Let's wake y'all asses up. Let's get them. Let's get it popping now. Where y'all at this morning? Let's go. I tell you one thing, the morning yawning gets popping. Every week we come out here.
Yo, drop your glasses.
Hey.
Shake your face screwed up like you having hot.
Passes.
Which one? Pick one. This one. Class.
What up, YO? I see you. What's up, Locks? What up? What up, Eve? Swift Beats? What up?
Why that lip stop asking? Listen to me, baby. Relax and start passing. Expressway, head back, weaving through the traffic.
Where y'all at? Let's
this
go.
one strong should be labeled as a hazard. Some of y'all top psych, I'm gassing.
Uganda, what up, Uganda?
And I can't stop laughing.
love my people. What up, Queens? Let's get some Queens in there. Let's get some Queens. Let's get some Uptown. Come on, man. Y'all know what it is. Let's work. Good morning, y'all. Wake y'all asses up. Let's get it. Spain, what up, Spain? Come on, baby, come on. We international. I told y'all this. What up, Spain? Unction in the building. You international. Bills, Fames, what up? We've been there. Let's go. Zaragoza, Sevilla. Let's go, Brooklyn. Queens, Uptown. We in Queens right now. Let's get some. We love Nas. Let's go. Salute to Nas.
Your lordship.
Queens, get the money. Let's get some. Let's go. Yeah.
I used to run the block, now I'm corporate.
256 Uganda.
Hopping out, you know it's sun when the doors
lift. Let's go, tell your friends, share, let's go.
The burners. Nets hat in the sky like Bobby Smurder. They watch me like the chip, courtside at the Rucker. Flow only getting tougher, she begging me to cuff her.
We back in Brooklyn, let's go, y'all, real quick. Right through the Interborough, let's go. Jackie Robinson, y'all call it though. Y'all call it Jackie Robinson, but if you from Brooklyn, you know what's called the Interborough. Let's go. Let's get him.
You wanna sit more on my living room floor, play Nintendo with Seasonino. Pick up my phone, say Papa not home. Sex all night, mad head in the moon. Spin my V, smoke all my weed. Tattoo on TT saying B.I.G. Now check it, you wanna be my man squeeze, baby? Don't you? You wanna give me what I need, baby? Baby, 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 baby.
Baby, baby. Good morning, everybody. Let's work. I'm here. Let's go. We turn up. We turn it up this morning. Let's go, y'all. I told y'all we turning up this morning. I told y'all we turning up this morning. Good morning, everybody.
Play Nintendo with Seasonino.
Hey.
Pick up my phone, say Papa not home. Sex all night, mad head in the moon. Spin my V, smoke all my weed. Tattoo on TT saying B.I.G. Now check it, you wanna be my main squeeze, baby?
My main.
You wanna give me what I need, baby? Won't you picture life as my wife? Just think, full left, make fat X and all links. Bracelets to match, conversation was all that. Showed you the safe combinations and
all that.
Guess you could say you
Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Who would ever think that you would spread like mustard? Shit got hot, you sent feds to my spot. Took me to court, tried to take all I got. Another intricate block. The bitch said I raped her. Damn, why she wanna
Stick me for my paper. Shout him out one time for your mind. Let's go. Golden era classic hip hop in the morning. What's up? Right? Y'all see what I did right there, right? Let's go.
I know.
We will never fall off. Golden era is the best era. That's why y'all love it. That's why it can't go nowhere. Y'all love that classic hip hop like I love it. Real hip hop's in the building. Let's go.
Let's get it again. It's again.
Real hip hop's in the building. Let's go. Come on now.
I know what you is asking yourself.
Feel free. Come on in. Let's go. Never.
No.
Nope. Let's go.
The monies I've made, honeys I've slayed. How is he for real? Is that nigga really paid?
Hey.
Hustlers I've met or dealt with direct. Is it true you stayed in beef and slept with a tech? What's the position you hold?
Classic Jay-Z. You can't front on classic Jay-Z. Let's go, y'all.
Your single going gold. Rockefeller should unfold. And you left out in the cold. Is it back to charge your motherfuckers 11 for a O?
Hey.
For the million time asking me questions like when you leave. They get upset when
Watch
I catch
me work
feelings.
now.
Can I
Watch
get
me
a
work.
minute to breathe? And in that minute you leave, while I'm looking at my roll, ice spinning on my sleeve. Nice watch. Do you really have a spot like you said in front of foe? And if so, what block? What you doing in LA with Filipinos and essays, Latinos and Chevys down by Pico with Frederico?
How y'all feeling this morning? Let's get up and let's get it popping this morning. How y'all feeling this morning? Shout them out. Tell me where you from. What you want to talk about? Let's get it popping this morning. Let's get it popping. Watch this. Watch how I flip it. For the ladies. Let's go, y'all. Come on. Good morning. Hamburg, Germany. I see you. Let's go. Watch the flip. Watch the flip. Let's go.
It's
so funny running into you. It has to be 3 years since we last seen each other.
To all my ladies.
Many flashbacks come to mind of the wild and crazy times we used to have with one another.
Oh, watch me, watch out, watch out. We can do it anywhere. Oh!
Eye contact, and it was over.
Hey!
But that's when I was wild.
I tell you, I got you. I got the ladies. I got y'all. I got my ladies. Let's go.
Someone getting hurt. I've done my share of
Ecuador. What's up, Ecuador? We love you. What up, Swiss? You know I love y'all in Swiss. You know I love y'all in Switzerland. Let's go, y'all. Shout them out one time for your mind, Switzerland. They love you. Let's go. This your boy Unc putting in work this morning. Let's work out.
As I think about the things you say you want man to be.
Oh, what's up, Juan Franco? We see you, Colin Dash. We see you, Wilhelm, all the way from Hamburg. Let's get it. Let's get it this morning. Shout them out one time for your mind, Unc to the building. You know what this is. Shout to the whole OSG family. Shout to my MOP First family. Let's go, y'all. We show the ladies love too. We got love for the ladies too. You know what it is. This your boy Unc in the building. We love the ladies too. We got you. We got you. We got you. And we will be back in Europe soon. I'm telling you right now, we coming back to Europe soon to hang with y'all. Ain't no party like a MOP party. Let's go.
Know that I'm the one to satisfy your every need.
If y'all ever see me get down live, y'all know what it is. You know what I do live and direct. You know how we put it down out here. Let's go, y'all. Come on.
Come let me take you.
If y'all ever seen the MOP party, MOP show live, you know what I do. Let's go.
Never come down. I put a smile upon your face. One that can never be erased.
Shout to the world famous. Let's get him.
Tell me you love what I say and what I do to be that Superman for
We
you.
love you, Germany. We love you, Germany. We love you, Germany. Shout to my people in Germany, Frankfurt, Berlin, let's go. Cologne, Germany, what's up? Let's go.
Southside,
all the way to Stuttgart, Germany. You know I love you out there, Germany.
West side, we gon' set this party alright. Man, I promise, she's so self-conscious. No idea what she doing in college. That major that she majored in don't make no money, but she won't drop out. Her parents are looking funny. Now, tell me that ain't her.
I see you, man. I see you. I'm drinking chocolate coffee too. Let's go.
Ain't picked the career.
I eat triple muffin walking with my dog. That's good dog walking music. Yeah. Rest in peace to my brother DMX. Let's go. Turn this up.
Stop. Drop. Shut them down, open up shop.
Turn this up, let's go. Rest in peace to the great.
Drop. Shut them down, open up shop.
Y'all remember, y'all know we've been out there touring with DMX. Rest in peace to my brother, we love you DMX. Sleep in paradise, brother.
Drop.
Also Prodigy from Mobb Deep. Salute to you, my brother. Rest in paradise. We love you, brother. Let's go. Let's get him, y'all. Come on, come on.
Hands them down for my hips. Touch the mother hips. Hands them down for my hips. Touch the mother hips. I ride for my hips. I die for my hips. Touch the mother hips. Touch the mother hips. Hands them down for my hips. Touch the mother hips. Hands them down for my hips.
What up, Plainfield? I see you.
I ride for my hips. I die for my hips.
Good morning, everybody.
Blame it on the groove.
Y'all see what I did right there? Y'all see what I did right there? Let's work. Watch me work now.
You wanna know what's next?
Let's get it.
Blame it on the, blame it on the, blame it on the, blame it on the groove.
A little DJ lesson for some of y'all how you blend and flip that shit. Let's go. Unc to the building. Let's get him. Come on.
Blame it on the groove. Got you feeling loose. Blame it on the drum. Got you feeling strong. Blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the
Blame it on her.
She said she usually go
Again, we flip it for the ladies. One time for your mind. Let's go, y'all.
She don't wanna see like she
watch me. Shout out to my whole OSG family. Shout out to my MOP First family. Monday morning, you're on the unction in the building. We're having a classic hip-hop party this morning. Get everybody out there dance. Let's work, y'all. Come on. If you're in New York City, good morning. If you're in Germany, good afternoon. If you're in Switzerland, good afternoon. Let's go.
Makes me keep running to you. Keep on.
Durant, we see you. Thank you very much.
I come from Bed-Stuy, but you can see the two of they gon' die. Gotta keep. I come from Bed-Stuy. I come from Bed-Stuy.
Stand up, Brooklyn.
Come from Bed-Stuy.
I'm from Brownsville and
I come from Bed-Stuy.
I love Brownsville
they gon'
and
die. Gotta keep the ratchet close by. Someone murdered. Nobody seen, nobody heard it. Just another funeral service. We'll get at you. Come through shining, they yap you. In broad daylight, kidnap you. Let's get clapped through. Police stay on us like tattoos. It's only grind cause we have to.
Money is
power, sling. Things come through every hour. It's all about that dollar. And we no deal with cowards. By the lion in the concrete jungle, the strong standing rumble, the weak bold and crumble at the land of trouble. Brooklyn, home of the greatest rappers. Big comes first and the cream comes after.
Good morning, everybody.
Big up to all the Brooklyn massive crew. Some they pay no mind, but now the note is blue. So take your one. Big up to all the Brooklyn massive crew. Some they pay no mind, but now the note is blue.
Watch this though. Watch how I flip it. Shout out to my whole European family. Shout out to my Brooklyn massive. Let's go, y'all.
What's the difference between me and you?
What's the difference? Hey.
What's the difference? Back when Q was rolling with Lorenzo in a Benzo, I was.
Shout him out one time for your mind. Listen. I want to say peace to my MOP page. I'll be back again in a minute. We're going to rock some New York stuff in a second. And we're going to do the Raw Perspective in the morning. I want to thank everybody for my MOP page. We will be back, though, in a minute, all right? We love y'all. And once the discussion gets started, we're going to come back. So check back in a little while. Love y'all. Have a great morning. Definitely love y'all, man. We talk to y'all soon. Salute. All right, my Raw Perspective. Good morning, the Yawning crew. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Come on, monkey.
Hey, Dad. It's Dahlia. Congratulations on your new show. I know how you get, so don't be too rough on them. Love you and good luck. Bye.
Love you too, monkey.
Welcome to the Raw Perspective with your host, the incomparable Uncle Lays, a.k.a. Lays Elliott, a.k.a. Lazy Lays from the world famous, kicking it with you in topics about health, politics, music, art, culture, and now, for your host, the legendary Uncle Lays.
Hey, yo. What's up, y'all? It's your boy,
Hey, yo, Lays, it's Rock.
Oh,
yo, get in there and tell the people what it is, man. Let them know what this thing is all about.
Oh, come on, man.
The information.
That's what we do. Information, the invitation, the inspiration. This is your boy Uncle Lace from the Raw Perspective Morning Emails. Shout out to my OSG family. Shout out to my MOP First family. Oh man, y'all see what I do in the morning. I was over here rocking, and I bring in my MOP page in the morning, and then once the conversation gets started and it becomes relevant, I bring back in my MOP family, and they can chime in on the conversation. We got a lot to talk about this morning. Oh, a lot of good news, man. Shout out to my man all the way from the Bills, Damar. Hamlin, he actually is getting out the hospital. I'm really happy about that. I really appreciate that. That young man's doing his thing, man. We back to normal, but I just want to say good vibes, good Monday morning energy. I hope everybody's safe and happy, and, you know, just keep doing your thing right now. Your boy Unc is hurting right now, but let me give my shout outs this morning. Let's go. Shout him out this morning. Wow, man. What a great morning, huh? What a great morning, y'all. Love it, love it, love hip-hop. I can do that all day, by the way, the hip-hop this morning. Let's give my shout-outs, though. Let's go. Let's give my shout-outs this morning. Candy Johnson, good morning, sis. Johnny Famous Jackson, my brother Doreen Coxon. What up, beautiful? Good morning. Gary Bond, good morning. Ed Boogie, good morning. DJ K. Shaw, good morning. Allison Farrington, good morning. Rankin Phillips. DJ Pete Rock, good morning. I'm going to try to get Pete Rock on one this morning, man. I want to talk to him about some stuff. Kevin Elemente, what up there, my brother? Oh, I got to come see you. You got the birthday coming up? Okay. Jackie Fuller, what up, Jackie? Paul Tumasi, good morning. Alejandro Abuanza, good morning. Martin Jason, good morning. Dr. Malik Small, good morning. Boz, Tionique, I see you. Good morning, Tionique, I see you. Lakeisha Shine Williams, I see you. Amin Rod, my brother, I see you doing your thing out there. Asia Dostries, right head, love you, sister. Let's get it right. Brownsville Rich, what up? Salute to you, OG. May Dronicle, Jay Paris. Kelvin Mercer, good morning. Sarah Coco Sari. Nitty Green, what up? CR Willie Randolph, good morning. Country Wayne, good morning. H.L. Thompson, good morning, everybody. Wow. What a good morning, everybody. Before we get started with the Black Facts, let me just get all information out of the way. So let me get my Black Facts out this morning before we get the day started. But first, I just want to take a few minutes to say thank y'all for supporting me in the morning. As you see, it gets popping in the morning. Shout to my MOP audience, man. They turn up in the morning, man. Let me see if they didn't stop me this morning over here in New York. No, they didn't do that. No. Yeah. My MOP crew page is always popping in the morning. My YouTube page is popping in the morning. It's just a good time we have in the morning, man. So I just want to thank everybody for always coming in and showing love. And we'll come back to the MOP page in a second. I just want to just make sure everybody's in here and shout them out. If you got something you want to say this morning, please be my guest. You know, I'm always open to conversation. You know that. You know, Unc's always in the building, showing much love constantly to the audience and to the people. This is a labor of love. This is the morning emails, and this is for the people that get up in the morning and want to just sort of have some energy, good vibes in the morning, get it popping. So let's get the Black Facts going this morning, though. Before I start go into my monologue, but let me get some Black Facts. I want to pay attention to that. Blackfacts.com, first Black Facts in the morning. Let's go. No, I don't like that music for Black Facts. Let me get some other music for Black Facts. Oh, yeah, let's get this music. Come on. Let's go. This is my Black Facts this morning. Let's go. Oh, I like that. Let's go. Black Facts. Let's go. Start this over again. All right, today on Black Facts, Fact of the Day, January 9th, 1914, the Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporation was founded. Oh, Phi Beta Sigma, okay. I don't know much about the Greek stuff. Phi Beta is historically black Greek lettered fraternity. Okay. It was founded at Howard University in Washington, D.C. 3 African-American students started it. There you go. Abram, Langston, Taylor, Leonard, Francis, Morris, and Charles Ignatius Brown were those students. The current international president is Michael Crystal, and the fraternity headquarters are in Washington, D.C. Good morning. Its membership includes African American, Caucasian, Hispanic, and Native Americans as Asian descent. Its pillars are brotherhood, scholarship, and service. Very nice. Okay. All right. I love it. For more Black Facts, go to blackfacts.com. You can find out more Black Facts. Phi Beta Sigma. In 1866, college established. Fisk University established. Rush College, Missouri, and Lincoln, Missouri were also founded in 1866. And in 1946, the death of poet County Cullen. All right, death of the County Cullen. All right, that's good. All right, anyway, so more about that. I don't know much about the fraternities. I'm going to be honest with you. I never really got into the fraternities, but a lot of my friends are, so I respect that. You know, when you start saying Greek, I get mad. Once I hear Greek, I be like, I ain't messing with it. No disrespect to my people in Greece, but you know, I want to hear more African fraternities. That's what I need. No disrespect to anybody. I just need to hear more African fraternities. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Your boy Unction in the building. This is the morning yawning. Let me get you some facts and some news real quick. And I got to tell you a story. So, I've been hurt. For those that don't know, I've been hurt for a minute. And wait. Yeah, okay, I can do that. I've been hurt. I had an ankle injury, and it's been messing me up a little bit. I'll be honest with you. Let me get focused here. And so, I was in a situation because I live by myself now. I'm at that stage in my life. Me and the wife, we went our separate ways, and everything is cool. Nobody's mad. That's the great thing about as you get older. You make your decisions on what you're going to do in your life, and everybody's happy. Nobody's stressed out. Listen, 25 years down, now I'm moving on, doing my thing, right? So we're good, though. The kids, everything, they come over. But I live alone now. So I got to tell a funny story. I was telling my sister April this story the other day. So when you live alone and you hurt, that's how I start to feel my age a little bit. Because I was like, if something happened to me in my house, ain't nobody going to be here to tell. Nobody will be here to be like, yo, something happened to you in your crib. So, so this is funny. So, because I'm hurt, my ankle, I can't take normal showers like I normally take them. So I got to take baths. I'm taking baths, whatever. And so I'm taking my little baths, whatever the case may be. And I fell. I fell in the bathtub. Banged my head into the bath. It was crazy. Good morning, April. Good morning, April. Yeah, so I fell in the bathtub and banged my head. I told April this story. I thought it was so funny. And I'm sitting there going, good morning, Jim. So I'm sitting there going, God damn, after I fell, obviously I got up and out of it, but I fell like hard, like boom, because I got the bad ankle. I'm trying to transfer from my wheelchair into the, while I'm dealing with this injury, I'm trying to transfer from my wheelchair into the into the bathtub. So I was like, it was. You ever see the dude from Family Guy fall? You ever see that? When he fall, it's just the most uncomfortable looking fall. His head down, his knees. I got out, I worked my way out the situation, obviously, and, got back to my wheelchair and was able to take care of myself. But I said to myself, God damn, boy, if you guys know a nurse that could come to my house. Good morning, April. If you know a nurse that can get over to my house and just hang out with me until I get my ankle together, because it was definitely not pretty. I was like, suppose somebody come in here and catch me like this. I said, if of all the ways I want to go, God forbid if that time comes, I don't want to go like that. that was the most undignified. Oh, man. I had to laugh a little bit, but it was just funny. It was just real funny, man. So, yeah, man. So anybody's out there that's hurt, try to get somebody to hang out with you while you're helping yourself out. That was an ugly situation, and I definitely did not want to get hurt again. All right, your boy Unc's in the building. Good morning, everybody. Unc's in the building. That was terrible. So in the NFL, I guess they back to liking the NFL again this week. So easily worked out. So in the NFL, my boy, he's even out of the front page, but Damar Hamlin's gonna get released from the hospital. So that's good. We're happy about that. The kid, young man, 24 years old. Thank God he's young. Thank God he's in good shape. And that car would have killed most people. You know what I'm saying? This young man's in good shape, in good health. And the NFL went back to work, Hamlin posts from the hospital bed. He's already on Instagram doing what he's got to do. He's 24 years old, so you got to let him live. As a former Buffalo Bills player, it was like to report on Damar's injury. And then the Bills won yesterday. They won the game against the Patriots. Whatever. At the end of the day, the Patriots are not doing great this year. So, but we did learn a lot about the NFL. For those that needed to learn about the NFL, that they don't really care about black people. We are commodities. There's a big conversation. I don't know if you know who Skip Bayless is. He does a show on Fox with Shannon Sharpe, and he got a lot of feedback behind the way that he handled this situation. So yeah, so you pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of tells you what's going on. Also in the news, very important news, my brother, the good brother, Eric Sermon from the legendary group EPMD, is out of the hospital. He has issues in the hospital. He had a heart attack in 2011. For those that didn't know, on Saturday, the former Def Jam signee took to Instagram to post a reflective, emotional message to his followers about being 7 months sober after a hard-fought battle against opioid addiction. Obviously, that's I fight with that too, because the doctor offered me some really powerful painkillers, and I didn't take them. I'm just doing ibuprofen, basically like Advil, because I know that it's pain. I'm suffering through pain, and I just don't want to start getting on the opioids because it's hard to get off them things, if I don't have to, He also shed some light on the obstacles that his mother had faced from a health standpoint. In 2023, so blessed to have lived this long. Eric wrote, "Life isn't guaranteed, so don't take it for granted." Oh man, you got a long way to go, E-Double. You're a young man. Let's stop talking like that. I'm older than you. 7 months clean from opioids. During this time, my mom was diagnosed stage 4 cancer and liver and kidney cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about. Changed his entire life. My family is being attacked from every single angle, but the devil's a liar. This is Eric Sermon says that. More power to Eric Sermon. Hey, brother, prayers go up for Eric Sermon. Shout to the whole hit squad, EPMD, Paris Smith, Redman, DOS Effects, Keith Murray, all those people. And speaking of Keith Murray, he's kind of wilding. But other than that, man, much love to Eric Sermon, man. That's a good man. I've known Eric Sermon well over 30-something years, and we wish the best to him and his family. Eric Sermon. Yeah, man. Wow. Good morning, everybody. Unction in the building. Wow, what a good morning. If y'all missed it this morning, I was turning up on the MOP page, and I'll bring this story. Oh, God. See that, you mother... Ooh, every time, boy. Eric, where them painkillers at? Where the pain... Uncle Lath, maybe you should... Maybe you need a couple opioids. No, I don't need no opioids, man. Where them damn painkillers at? Shout to my good morning, Dr. D Nice. Shout to my the opioid situation is crazy though. I mean, that is that is like the new crack era. So you gotta be careful with that. I know Dr. D Nice has told stories about people taking opioids. Good morning, Gary. Is that Gary Bond or Gary Delamont? I don't know who that is. It's Glaze. Oh, that's Glaze. Good morning, Glaze. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Unc to the building. Oh, man, that was... You don't know what I just did. I woke up the other day and I felt like I was ready to walk. Like, it was crazy. It's like my leg is full. It's playing with me. I woke up, I was like, oh, I feel great. And I put my foot down and I said, no, I don't. I was like, nah, don't be fooled. But I'm not taking on opioids. I'm not doing that. I'll deal with it. I'll deal with the pain. Eric Sermon is my boy. I love that guy. I love EPMD. EPMD is a classic group. If y'all don't remember EPMD, man, y'all gotta know who EPMD is. Let's play a little EPMD for those that don't remember EPMD. To me, their biggest record was So What You're Saying. Their best record was So What You're Saying, not their biggest record, but I love EPMD. They came out in the era classic. I still think they don't get the love that they supposed to get, you know what I'm saying? But I love them, man. EPMD is probably one of my favorite groups of all time, all the way from Central Islip, Brentwood, Long Island. Shout out to the Borsalinos. I had a fight with them guys back in the days. They beat me. I thought Long Island was soft. They jumped on me. They jumped on me and beat me like Jesus. I fought back though, but it is what it is. I didn't win that fight. EPMD in the house. For those that don't remember, the legendary Eric in Paris making dollars. Let's go. Shout him out. Get well, Eric Sermon.
The importance of we're back to work. I took time off. All the rappers got jerked due to the fact they whacking their track. Have to go back and stack cause they lack the ingredients. EPMD and scratch for that. Yeah,
shout out to DJ Scratch, one of the best of all time. Wow. yeah, that was a great time in hip hop. EPMD. You know what? Let's play some more EPMD. Just a little more EPMD for those that don't remember how great this group was. EPMD. Eric and Paris making dollars, man. Wow. This was a great one too. This is a great one. Yeah. A little love for EPMD, y'all, this morning. Wow.
Kid, man, used to carry speakers.
It's hard to be modest. I knew I was the man with the master plan to make it wiggle with Joe like Jonestown. Just think while I sing and to the bring structure. Don't sleep on the E. You see something might rupture. It don't take time for me to blow your mind. It take a second to reckon because you're dumb and blind. So just lounge. But you an MC climbers on the circus. EPMD is in town.
Very unique voice, right? I make it sound a 7-7 sound, but 7 sound. I said for 7 the sound. Dr. D Nice, you will not know about this. This is not something in your space of things that you know about. But Eric Sermon. As a matter of fact, let me bring back the MOP page real quick. If you will notice, the population will grow for a second for you guys. But let's bring back the MOP page. 1 second. MOP page, welcome back as we give tribute to my brother, the great Eric Sermon from the legendary EPMD. Obviously, the story was Eric Sermon had came out of the hospital and he is out of rehab for an opioid addiction that he is getting better at. Opioids in America is a very big problem, obviously. And, even me with my injury, I was offered some painkillers and I decided not to take them. I'm just doing over-the-counter Advil and Aleve. And I'm going to be happy with that for a while until I heal up because, and I deal with some of the pain. Eric Sermon is a very incredible talent. He was super talented, one of the best producers out there, to be perfectly honest with you. Slept on producer Eric Sermon's a good friend of mine. We go back a long way. Him, Paris Smith, Redman, K-Solo, Keith Murray, DOS Effects, the whole hit squad. Those guys are amazing, and he definitely kind of anchored an era in hip hop. So, for my MOP people out there, I just want to give y'all a chance to show him some love. Eric Sermon. Dr. D Nice, you know nothing about EPMD. All right, let's just stop for a second. Stop fronting. Stop fronting, Dr. D Nice. You already, yo, D Nice, Dr. D Nice, you already been kind of exposed on your hip hop a little bit. You don't know nothing about EPMD. See, you know what? See this? Now I gotta call and test you. I gotta come mess with you right now because you don't know nothing about EPMD. You couldn't even name those EPMD songs. You're gonna have to. Oh, I was just about to call the real D Nice. I was about to call the real D Nice. Yo, Dr. D Nice. First of all, let me just say this to you. Dr. D Nice, good morning. Good morning, Dr. D Nice.
Leave me alone, ladies.
For all my MOP people out here, all my hip hop people out there, this is Dr. D Nice. I was just about to call the real D Nice. He would have been pissed off. It would have been too early to call the real D Nice. Taking out you suckers and you know she's a doctor. Yeah, Dr. D Nice, first and foremost, let me just say this to you. As much as I love you, Dr. D Nice, there's no way, based on your hip hop experience, that you know much about EPMD.
I don't know.
We need an EPMD versus. That's what Will Atkins says.
You said for he was like, EPMD. I was in my son. He's with me right now. I was saying, everybody knows EPMD. Like, stop it.
What? You don't know no EPMD, but it's okay. All right. Name me.
Leave me alone. I know the name. I know the song.
You don't know the name of the song. Okay. All right.
I don't know the name of no songs. We already
you understand that, but you know EPMD. All right. Name me the other member in EPMD. And the first one I just told you who just came out of opioid rehab, my brother, the great legendary Eric Sermon, he had a heart attack in 2011, obviously, and he has been going through some medical issues, but Eric Sermon is coming back, getting his health back. We're happy about that. Salute to you, Eric Sermon. Now, what is the other member of EPMD?
You're not going to quiz me. I know what you look like.
You know me. What? Oh, man. All right, Doctor.
And I don't know.
All right,
but I know.
See, all right, Dr. D Nice. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Then, I'm going to now. Let's talk about what you do know. Opioid addictions. Now, so here's the story. So I've been. I don't know if you heard me talk about.
Have a good. Hold on one second. Have a good day.
All right. No, Frederick, you're not supposed to tell it. Listen, hip hop, y'all not supposed to tell Dr. D Nice the answer, okay? Because don't give her the answer, all right? Let her, she's got to, listen, for all my people who love hip hop, especially golden era hip hop, I'm saying go back and do your research. I'm not giving up the free answers. We at Frederick, we love you, man, but don't give the answer to Dr. D Nice. Let her figure that out. She'll figure it out, because the more she gets into it, she'll be all right. Dana Johnson, good morning. Eric is one of my favorite producers. Hope that the brother stays well. Yes, we do. We love Eric Sermon. All right, but let's talk about something you do know about, because because there's nothing to be ashamed of that you were going to school, getting your doctor, getting your MD, while we was in the clubs and all that. So I'm not knocking you for that. I'm in the clubs. I wish I knew about going to get somebody to grab me and threw me in there and tell me go get your MD when I was a young man, as opposed to I'm in the clubs hanging out, sort of being a part of this, an architect to what this thing of ours called hip hop. So I was a part of that mosaic, not not in school when I should have been. So you shout out to you for going to school, and nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. No wrong. Because you can talk to me about what you do know about, which is opioid addiction. So the doctor they offered me, said, look, we eat some painkillers, but I told them I wasn't going to take no painkillers. I said, nah, I'm not going to take no painkillers. I just, can I just rock over the counter with Advil or the Aleve, and I just got to take a little bit more of that. They even offered me the higher level ibuprofen, and I didn't take that. Did I make a good decision?
You made the decision that was good for you, because typically we're just going to give a small amount for a certain amount of time. You're not going to. There are some people that can get addicted the first time they use it for a specific purpose, but that isn't the norm. Typically, it's ongoing use that creates this addiction.
Right. Nah, but I'm good. You know what? I could take a little bit of pain. Greetings from Athens, Greece. What up? Maximilian. Okay, Roger. What up, Maximilian? But look, Dr. D Nice, we love you, sis. Go ahead, say again, Dr. D Nice. Go ahead, say again.
I had my gallbladder out, and they gave me pain pills, and I was just thinking, I'm not taking this crap. I don't want it.
Talking to your phone. You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
Okay. So one time I had surgery.
Yeah.
And they gave me pain medicines, and I was like, I don't want it because, the whole addiction thing, because we all have it. And just because I just didn't want that in my body because do I really need it? But that pain was killing me, and I took one. Oh my goodness. How do people take this all the time? It just had me feeling so weird and out of sorts. I was just like, you know what? I'd rather suffer with the pain than feel like I'm not even part of my body.
Well, yeah, the thing is, they want to get you addicted on the because a lot of that stuff is like is addiction. So we got to be careful with the pain medication, opioids. A big fentanyl problem out here now in America. I don't know how that is in Europe. Big fentanyl issues. So be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? Alexandria Musal, good morning, everybody. We love y'all. Thank y'all for coming in this morning. All right, Dr. D Nice, we love you, sis. Listen, you have a great day. Your phone's a little wacky this morning, but I definitely want to talk to you more about this. Have a great day, Dr. D. And look up EPMD. Those are great. Those are my boys, all right? Eric Sermon, Parrish Smith.
I know them. You're the one that's made the assumption.
You don't know nothing about Eric Sermon. I love you, though. I love you, Dr. D Nice. Have a great day. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is one of them things you either know it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Ludo, yeah. You need to know. Big problem with opioid addiction is how it's taken. Don't put a needle and keep that shit out of your nose. Yeah. TD Lovin', good morning, sister. Eric Sermon is good people, man. And quite honestly, I'm glad that he's recovering and I'm glad that he's getting better. He's a good man. And I definitely, a great producer, super talent, and definitely somebody. Listen, here's what we're gonna do on this thing in the morning. When it comes to hip hop, we're gonna always give everybody, especially from our era, props. We're gonna hold them up to the highest regard. We're not gonna put them down. If y'all looking for somebody, if y'all looking for me to put dudes down or talk about their business or beef with the record companies and all that other stuff, that ain't gonna happen over here, man. I'm not gonna do that over here. I mean, at the end of the day, when we started this thing and we became lucrative in the 80s with hip hop, we didn't really know how the business was pre-lawyers. And actually, the business didn't really exist in full force until the 90s. And then by that time, the 90s, we needed time to learn how to handle the business. Now, luckily, nowadays, shout out to my brother Drez from Black Sheep. Let me play a little Drez, because he just filed a lawsuit against Universal Records. And I'm going to tell you the story in a second. Let me just play a little Drez from Black Sheep, for those that don't know who Black Sheep was. Black Sheep was one of the first groups in the early 90s to really have a big record, like a platinum album back then, the Black Sheep. My boy Drez is a real close friend of mine right now, and he's doing some great work, and he's in the middle of a big lawsuit right now. And hopefully he gets, everything works out for him. My boy Drez from Black Sheep. This is my brother right here. I love him to death. Matter of fact, I had him on the show. I'll bring him back on again. We can talk about this later. Hey, one of the biggest hits. I think 91, I think that song dropped.
You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you go with this, cause this is where it's at.
I used to defy, that was my junior high.
This, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you go with this, cause this is kind of fat. Here's the Black Sheep, here's the Black Sheep.
Wow. What a great record, right? Engine.
You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you go with this, cause this is kind of fat. Engine.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go, y'all. Pick it up. Wow. So here's the story on this record. on this album. Black Sheep is suing Drez, and his partner, Mr. Long, are suing Universal for non-payment, of digital royalties. And so the story behind that, and I don't like to get into these royalty stories. I'm a firm believer in one thing. Like if a bank gives you a loan for your house, and even if you live in a house, but the bank doesn't make their money back, no matter how bad the deal is, I think you got to honor your deal. That's why you've never seen me. Like I'm in the middle of all kinds of stuff going on with Sony and all that stuff, but I never talk about it, because ultimately I think that's some business that you need to keep off the internet. I don't want to use the internet as a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? That's not me. But in this case, I do salute Drez because he tapped into something that made sense. He was talking about digital royalties. Most of these records were made against Universal Music. Most of these deals were made before the digital age, and so they were never taken account in these contracts. So a lot of artists didn't get, they're not getting any of the digital money that they should be getting. So that's a little bit of a loophole. So I could talk about that. So Black Sheep, Drez and Mr. Long says UMG owes them and their entire artist roster over $750 million for breach of contract after allegedly accepting cash and company stock from Spotify in exchange for music from their artists. Black Sheep claims that UMG only counted the money when distributing royalty payments. Black Sheep also alleges the lawsuit that the previously undisclosed deal violated their deal with Polygram, a subsidiary of Universal, going back to when they signed their original record deal. The lawsuit says Universal owes 50% of all net received related to the duo's music. In the mid-2000s, Universal struck an undisclosed sweetheart deal with Spotify, where Universal agreed to accept substantial lower royalty payments on the artist's behalf in exchange for equity in Spotify, and then fledgling streaming services back then. Yet rather than distribute the artists their 50% of Spotify stock or pay the artists their true accurate royalty payments for years. Whoa, this is heavy. Universal shortchanged the artists and deprived the plaintiff and class members of the full royalty payments that they were owed under the Universal contract. The lawsuit continues for approximately a decade. Universal omitted from the royalty statements Universal issued to plaintiffs that they received Spotify stock in connection with the use of their music. Wow. So somebody made the song sample. Yeah, with this song sample. Yeah, well, that's a different conversation, but I think this conversation is going to take a big, obviously, because, listen, a lot of artists don't feel that the Spotify royalty is fair. Because you're getting the record, but you're not paying for the record. You're paying Spotify your subscriber fee, but you're not getting like you could have a million streams on Spotify, and I think it's like $4,000 you can make. Not a lot of money for artists, So at the end of the day, though I'm not a kind of guy that I don't like to sit here and complain like artists will complain about stuff, in the music business. That's not what I'm about. Because when ultimately. A lot of artists took money from labels back in the days, obviously that too. Let's not forget about that. Like a lot of artists took major advances. They spent a lot of money. They talk about TLC as one particular artist when they got on the air, and they talked about how they sold 10 million records and didn't make any money. So they made the deal, and that's what happened. But in this case, I think Drez has a really good case because not only did it's like they packaged all of the content and they sold it off to somebody else without giving Drez without giving Black Sheep or the artists on Universal their share of the deal. So if you were able to package it and sell it off, the artist should still get a share of the deal. And that's a different conversation. And I hope that Drez doesn't get their money. So let's see how that turns out, Surprise Black Sheep, as we know, for hip-hop group, but the name was used first by a rock band in the 70s, Lou Gramm, a Foreigner, true story. Yes, absolutely, and that is a true story. As a matter of fact, I know the Foreigner people because when we did Cold as Ice, you guys remember MOP Cold as Ice, we actually, we shout out to Foreigner, they actually, well, you know, they got paid. You know, they didn't do it for free. You know what I'm saying? But Foreigner, Mick Jones and Foreigner, Mick Jones and the crew at Foreigner. They also, that's Mark. But for those that don't know, that's Mark Ronson's father. For those that didn't know, the legendary producer DJ Mark Ronson. That's his father. But they allowed us to use it. And here's my MOP record that I'm gonna play today. Thank you for that one right there. Thank you, Bill Deaton. And I'm gonna play Cold as Ice for y'all because that is a record that was thanks to the Jones and Lou Gramm for Foreigner for allowing us to use this record and clearing this for us. And it's, you know, it's their record too, so we made sure that they own a big part of this record. Shout to Foreigner. By the way, Kareen Steffens, y'all might know her as Superhead. She's in this video too. I mean, I don't want to call her Superhead, but Kareen Steffens, I know her from back in the days. That's why I put it in the video, so shout out to Kareen Steffens.
To the back of the mind of beer. See, I'm for real with delivering these MOP tactics. How you I custom make the BT, the YG, even the OG. I make up with in my hand to make sure you understand.
Pardon me. How you gon' stall with me? I'm a heavyweight in this game. You just fall with me.
All right. You know I can't play. I can't play Cold as Ice without playing Annie Up. Which one do y'all want? Y'all want the remix or y'all want the original version? Let me see. Whoever tells me first. My favorite hope he played is Annie Up. All right, Maximilian going hard all the way from We Love You all the way in Greece. We're gonna play Annie Up. So which one you want? You want the remix or you want the original version? Give me a shout to DR period on this one. What did you want to say? Original. Okay. All right. Original version. For you, for Maximilian, my boy, we're going to play the original Annie Up for you, all right? Come on, everybody, wake up, let's go! Just know that you continue to that place. So you think you don't know that? Nigga, hold that. From the street, cousin, you know the drill. I'm 999 cents of a mill. Kidnap that boy. Yeah. Fun fact. We shot that video in Tompkins Park, the original video in Tompkins Park. That was a great one. And we shot the remix in Brooklyn and shot the Little X for the remix. And thank Busta Rhymes and a very young artist at the time, Remy Martin, who was, I know April, who was absolutely incredible at the time. And we were just so happy to her. Rest in peace, Big Pun. I think that was the reason why the real story was it worked out for us, but the real story was we had this is only for my MOP people, so I'm gonna tell y'all the whole story behind the Annie Up remix. In case y'all don't know. April, I hear you. April Leon in the house. Brooklyn Brownsville's finest. So when I started to do the remix, I had Mobb Deep, I wanted DMX, Jay-Z, and C Murder from Cash Money. And I actually have a version with C Murder from Cash Money. I won't play that until either he's out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something that I only want to share with him because it was so dope the way he did it. C Murder from Cash Money. But also we had a version with Prodigy and Havoc from Mobb Deep. I'm about to hook them up high packs and dumps and wake up the neighborhood. I got you, Billy. Yeah, I got you. So Fox and Fame came to me and was like, yo, could you put Remy on the song? And I didn't really know who she was, but I didn't really know her like that. I just thought she was like a girl that hung out with Fox. But she was Pun's homegirl, like she was Pun's artist, Big Pun's artist, and we love Big Pun. Rest in peace. For those that don't know Big Pun was amazing, man. God bless that dude. Lyrically, I mean, let me just give you a little bit of Big Pun. Big Pun was great, and we did a song with Big Pun called New York Giants, in case y'all didn't know that song. So let me just drop that real quick. Woo! History is no mystery.
Come on! Yeah! This is the motherfucking cut. Long time coming, you heard? M.O.P. Come on! Motherfucking coming, son. What you gonna do? Yeah, Bronx, Brooklyn, collab. Yeah, you heard me? This is Raw 25 life critters. Walk running right heaters. New York, ice rockin' tight white beaters. We the truth.
Wow. Don't make my man Pun Earth slam you. So Big Pun was him and Fame were Big Pun was amazing. Remy was down with Big Pun, and the day I decided to shoot, we did the song with Buster, who's my man, Buster Rhymes. Salute to Buster. I called Buster to get on the joint, and I called DMX, and DMX was doing another project. Rest in peace, Chris Lighty, for Funkmaster Flex, so he couldn't get on it. So we used we wanted Remy and Buster. And then we put my man Teflon on there, obviously, for the family and the boys. So there you go. And it was a great thing for her career, as well as for the song Annie Up, because, yeah, she's on the remix. I mean, I quite honestly believe on the remix, her verse was the hardest. Like, Remy Ma's verse was the hardest verse on Annie Up remix. You know, she killed that. Like, she did her thing, man. So shout out to Remy Ma, man. Shout out to Papoose. Like, I don't even tell her as much because I see her all the time. You know, we do events, and obviously because that's such a big part of her career, that song, we see her a lot. So anytime she calls us for anything, we do it. And she's grown. And listen, how beautiful has Remy Ma grown up to be? She really blossomed. She's a beauty. Remy Ma, shout out to Papoose. She's a beautiful person, and she's a great businesswoman. She's doing some great things in her life. So shout out to Remy Ma. We love her, and I'm glad to be a part of history on that conversation. That's a great conversation when you think about it, and I'm really proud of her and Fat Joe.
Went up.
How about Fat Joe? All the great things Fat Joe is doing too. Fat Joe is just an amazing dude, and shout out to those people. Fat Joe, my man. We did a joint with Fat Joe. Listen, we're doing all things MOP this morning real quick before we get the day going. Let's drop that MOP Fat. Listen, while we here, listen. We dropping joints. Let's drop the MOP Fat Joe joint, produced Gangstar joint, produced by DJ Premier. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not?
Yeah, Gangstar. Crackman, MOP, BX. Brooklyn.
Why not?
Come on. Living legends, you heard me? Make a note of it. Yeah, yo. I got 7 Mac 11s, about 8, 38s, 99s, Mac 10s, man, the shit never end. Even if the apple won't spin, I reach in my back pocket and blast you with his niggas yelling out the window, Joe's at me. But this bastard got more
exclusive morning
I mean, feds wanna knock me just cause I'm cocky and arrogant. Wave high when they watch me. Can't stop me. Every time on this, you better find my residuals or this not gon' live you. He was a fine individual with the paper scriptures. Had him on the front page in his graduation pictures. And he probably never hit you if we brought your clock. Me and my gat like Wilson. We all we got. We walk this scorching.
Wow, Fat Joe was crazy. Yeah, no, I got you. Wait, where my man at? Hey, Lexus, listen, do me a favor. Do me a favor, Lexus. I love you, man. Thank you very much, bro. Yeah. Do me a favor. Let's not get legal advice from IG, though. I want y'all to get yourself a lawyer. And get yourself a good lawyer. Matter of fact, get 2 lawyers. Get one lawyer that you know and one lawyer that's powerful. So the lawyer that you know can keep his eyes on the powerful lawyer. And therefore, he can explain things to you. Because sometimes, and we've experienced this a lot of times, when you get high power lawyers, they work for the record company. So, yeah. So get yourself 2 lawyers. One that you know, and then one that, you know, that can watch the big guy that's going to get you some big deals. I learned my lesson not to take things at face value. Hey, all right, I appreciate that. Yeah, you got to, you know, everything has got an angle to it. And really, all right, if you want to get some advice on how to, you know, navigate this, because that's one thing I know how to do, is you can't win every fight. So remember that. Remember, take the fights you can win. Don't take fights on that you can't win. All right, because you'll waste a lot of energy. Go for the fights that you can win, and you can always come back and deal with those issues. If you're selling records and your records are big and they popping, and you keep putting records out there and they popping, trust me, that's your biggest negotiating tool in the music business, is making hot records. Because when you make hot records, you can do what you want to do. Because everybody's deal was bad in the beginning. I don't care if you use Michael Jackson had a bad deal in the beginning. But, you know, he ended up passing away owning half of Sony. So at the end of the day, and he still wasn't happy. You know what I'm saying? He still wasn't happy. Good morning, everybody. Let me call my sister April Leon this morning, man. I tell you, man, normally I don't keep the MOP page in here as much, but I like this energy from y'all this morning, because we could talk about things this morning, not just blast music, but we can play a little MOP, all things MOP. If y'all want to hear, let me know if y'all want to hear some of that new Billy Dan's too. And if y'all want to hear anything new from Fame, anything from like Marksman Cinema, all those, you know what? I do want to play Here Today, Gone Tomorrow for Mark, and I'm going to call April Leon right after that. Here Today, Gone Tomorrow, one of my favorite records, produced by DJ Premier and Fame. No. This was done by Fame. I felt like it was done by Premier, but no. Fizzy Woe did this one. No, Fame produced this record. From the Marksman Cinema mixtape, for those that don't know. Good morning, everybody.
Flatline.
Gone tomorrow. Here today is gone tomorrow.
Ooh, that's hot.
Gone tomorrow.
Nah, nigga.
Here today is gone tomorrow. Gone tomorrow.
Good morning, April Leo.
Good morning.
Wow. Love those smooth joints.
It's fire right there.
You love Here Today, Gone Tomorrow?
So fire. Yes.
Play low, keep firing. Yo, Fame. I'm gonna bring Fame on this week. Wow.
Fire.
Fame's production. I'm gonna bring Fame on this week and just talk about his production one morning this week, because he is crazy with it, man. Like his skill is ridiculous, man. Lil Fame does his thing, man. Good morning, April. How you doing, my sister? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
You heard that story I tell you about when I fell in the tub this morning? That's so funny.
Well, you told
I told you
about that.
Yeah. I told you about it, but it's a funny story. I was just thinking, man. I was like, man, you got to be careful. You got to be more careful, Uncle Lace. Yeah, man. Those records. You coming from Brownsville yourself. And now you're the principal at Liberation Plus Tacoma, Coney Island. Shout out to my people out in CI, Coney Island. Stand up. You experience all these records, so you really understand where they're coming from. So when I talk to you, it's like I'm talking to somebody who knows. It's hard to talk about MOP to people that don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But you get it when I talk to you about MOP. So like it. Like you know.
Well, because it's not just experiencing the music, it's experiencing the life, right? So when I'm listening to the music, there are memories and images that just are flying through my mind. Like I can see their soul because I see their face. I feel it.
Right. Yeah. But yeah. What up, Glaze? Good morning. Yeah, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? Just understanding that energy from where we come from in Brownsville, which is anywhere else. Like my man Spirit says, Philly's like that. We got some places in Philadelphia, Camden, New Jersey, Trenton, down in Atlanta. We got places like that. Liberty City's like that. Over in Detroit's like that. Chicago's like that. MOP speaks for a whole bunch of people that don't get spoken for. That's why I love traveling, because then I found places like that in Europe, and it wasn't all people that looked like us. It was people that really changed my opinion on everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Change you too.
I just want to add though, there's something about the fire that comes out of Fame and Billy. Like there's something that projects when they speak. Like right. You can feel their soul. You're not just hearing the lyrics, like you're feeling the lyrics.
Well, they're real artists. One of the things that I always try to, that's why we put out so much music. And I think we went against the grain in the industry, because it was very important for us to just continue to put music out. And I think that's why a lot of them was mad at, realized the industry was mad at MOP, because they couldn't stop us from putting out music to our fans. And I continue to put out music and tour no matter what happened, no matter what situation it was. And so that went against the grain, because a lot of people was trying to change or soften their approach to music. Now, you go back and look at it, like Billy talks about, maybe they should have made some more radio records, but I don't think I would have done anything different, at this point, just continue to do what we did, and they continue to make good music. They go to a period of where being a real artist is a real artist. Sometimes we end up trying to make records to form we try to form a template of what records should sound like, and you lose that originality. So, shout out to MOP for always being authentically themselves. Right. And I think that's the key. That's what I love about them, that they've always been authentically themselves. Morning, Spiz what up? Spiz what up? Good morning. And then that's why I never really pressured them to. The only thing when we talk, we never really argue, me, Bill, and Fame. Though we never have really an argument, but we do have differences of opinion, because we three different individuals. Donnell Jones, good morning, Donnell Jones, and the only thing I would say to them always was like, listen, you got to understand, everybody don't live your life, so you might want to just think about that when you're making your music, because you got to talk to people that don't understand your life, and they were like, yeah, that's true, but, we can only speak to what we know. And they honestly, as you watch them evolve, even now, when you listen to Billy's stuff, he only speaks to what he knows. And what he knows now is how to be a grown man, taking care of his family, putting out great music. So that is, to me, if you really want to talk about a real career, and we're talking since 1992 when I put out The Hill That's Real with Fame on it, The Hill That's Real. That was a great record. Shout to The Hill in Brownsville. From 1992 to 2022. 23. Is that 31 years? Yo, 31 years MOP. Wow. I just thought about that. Yo, that's 31 years. That's crazy. Because how about some hardcore came out in 1993? That's 2003, 2013, 2000. All right, hold on for a second.
Wow.
Thank God I got educators. Wow. Well, I want to welcome y'all to the 30th anniversary year of How About Some Hardcore by the world famous MOP. Wow. I didn't even realize that. Yo, I did not even realize that. I didn't realize. I didn't realize that. Wow.
Posted up 20 sheets with your hip on your hip, ready to flip whenever you empty your clip.
Wow, April.
Yes.
I need a second, y'all. You know how it is. You know how it is when you're just when you're just sort of working and you're doing your thing and you're not really, I don't think about time, you know what I'm saying? I'm just doing my thing every day. We're out here. Me and Billy was on the phone yesterday because Billy is into television now. He's doing some major television stuff, and we're about to have a big announcement about Billy Danz and all the television stuff he's doing. He's really turned into an amazing director, producer, television producer. Some of his shows are Gritty, Street, all this other stuff, and he's behind the camera. Fame is producing and doing what he's doing, and we every day we talk about when to come back and come together and do MOP projects and all that stuff. So we all come up with ideas. Like I always come up with the ideas of different songs, and Billy will come up with concepts and Fame, and we talk about it before we work on it. And I didn't even stop to think that this is the beginning of the 30th year of the world famous MOP. Wow. Thank you, April. April reminded me of that. Wow. 1990. Hill That's Real came in 92, and MOPs came in 93. So I got to get the boys on. This is 30 years MOP. I mean, at 30 years of MOP, if you got an MOP story other than you had a fight with him or something, I'm not putting that up there. MOP is real in the streets, all right? If there was a fight or a club or something like that, we're not talking about that. We're talking about any MOP story, if you have one. Bill and Fame are out there, so obviously they in the streets and they've been around the world and they interact. They easily accessible. You can talk to them. They're not people that's always running security. I think we got to get security to protect people from MOP.
Yeah, I was going to say, you need your security. You're the president.
Trust me, I got some stories. That's all I can tell you.
Good in these
We would christen every new record deal we got with a fight. So it would be great. We tear up a club, like I don't care whether it was Select, Rockefeller, wherever it was. Anytime we got a new deal, we tear up a new club. And I spent a lot of time dealing with lawsuits and in court dealing with supposedly big tough security guards that were suing me, suing us for getting beat up by MOP. And if you really realize, besides Billy, most of MOP dudes is, kind of short, you know what I'm saying? So one day the judge looked at me. I was in there dealing with one situation where they had, MOP had beat up an entire security force in a club. So the security is like 250, big muscle bound gym, super. And then and I had like a couple of MOP dudes there, and the judge looked at us. He said, "So these guys beat up these guys? Were there any weapons involved?" I said, "No, they just beat them up." So the judge dismissed the case. The judge dismissed the case. So I was like, yo, that's crazy. Oh man, but we can't, we got to save a lot of stories for the book, and obviously, and we can't, in the movie and all that. Yo. Yeah, completely. No, trust me. This isn't, we've had some, I can't tell all the stories, but some of them were really interesting MOP stories. But let's just talk serious though, April. We talk about that, but the reason why we're here, the reason why I connected with OSG and I connected with somebody like April Leone, who's in the fight for real. April Leone, formerly at Redirection, now she started her own school in Brooklyn, Liberation Diploma Plus, is so that the next generation of kids don't have to grow up like, MOP grew up tough. It was honestly, they had to survive. This is who they were. And April Leone, now you are trying to make sure you give kids an opportunity at life as opposed to having to grow up without the opportunity. Because even though I was able to get in there and we was able to keep MOP utilizing their talents for music after the street situation, there are a lot of kids that we can't save, that we're trying to save now. And I appreciate you for doing that, man. What is your life like, on a daily basis, seeing kids who grew up like MOP that you're trying to save? What is it like for you continuing that fight on a daily basis?
It's hard. It's not easy sometimes. A lot of times it's reliving the trauma, but I get the opportunity to celebrate the greatness and the amazing minds that often have been overlooked. And I think for me, like, that's the joy in it all. Like, when they walk into that building and they know that regardless of what they've done or where they've come from, they're going to feel loved and be loved. So when you get to see the hardest of the hardest just smile and let all his or her guard down and just be open to being loved, I think that's one of the most energizing pieces of my day. But it's a challenge, it's a struggle, because then there's the push. There's a constant push for them to put down all put downs, every put down that they've ever had in their life, and believe in themselves and know that they are worthy of so much more than what they have. And sometimes it's just introducing them to the most simplest acts of joy. Like, it's okay to have fun. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to be a child, even at the age of 17, 18, or 19, because they have not had the ability to do it.
Well, what I found out, and let me tell you something. What I found out in my travels, they love you, April. What I found out, April Leone, soon to be Dr. Leone. What I found in my travels is a lot of the planet can identify with MOP, because a lot of people are forgotten about. The one thing that when it came to the world famous MOP, what I wanted to do was make sure that we weren't forgot about, that we were always heard, and people heard us, and so that's why we made the moves that we made, and it was really unapologetic. When we put it out there, we didn't apologize for telling the true story of the streets, because that's what we did. We told the true story of what it was like living in our streets. You know what I'm saying? We told that story, and I think that even on records like Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and like the MOP was really honest about their music, no matter what. They kept it real. You know what I'm saying, about their warriors, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Listen to the songs, man. They're telling you Heist Masters, Annie Up. They're telling you the real story of what's happening in the street. And I think there was a connection, not just in America, in Brooklyn, because we're people that look like us, but we traveled all the way to Eastern Europe with people that was suffering the same plight as we were suffering in the projects, that they did not look like us, but they were suffering the same fight that we were fighting. Nobody heard them. Nobody was able, they didn't have a voice. So shout out to them, Billy and Fame, for taking that responsibility on and giving them a voice while the rest of the industry was trying to sort of become, they were trying to be a uniform of like jewelry and cars and, just celebrating riches that they didn't have. MOP was always being real and continuously, to this day, they keep it real. So yeah, you're right about that. It's okay to be real.
It's okay to be real, but when Bill and Fame speak, when they're telling their story through music, it's more than just like it's more than telling what the story is.
Yeah.
It's authentic. People get an opportunity to feel authenticated, like it authenticates, it validates our lives, it validates that reality, but it's surpassing the reality at the same time.
Right.
Because when you speak the story just as you're speaking it, the expectation is that you do not have this arena. You are not, you're not able to be an artist. You're not able to have this power of voice. So I think it validates who we are and it validates that journey in a different kind of way.
I'm looking at the comments and they are loving you, April, talking about, because you're keeping it real. That's what's dope about April Leon, because not only does she understand, she's authentic, and she knows, like she understands, like all of our stories are real. Like, you talk to Lays, it's me. So I've been the same guy for the last, if you know me from Brooklyn, you know me from uptown, you know me from the clubs, you know me from hip hop, it's always been the same. And I connect with real people. April's a real person, and she really keeps it real no matter where she is. That's why I think people connect with us like that. Billy's been Billy no matter what. Even as he changes and becomes more of a businessman, more of an adult, raising kids and all this stuff, they always stay the same. And I think that's what people love about them individually. Bill and Fame always stay. They never ever tried to grandize their existence. And these are international superstars. You know what I'm saying? We got over 300,000 people just on this page alone that love MOP. You know what I'm saying? And so just to see the amount of people that come out and support us to get up in the morning. Lexi, Leon, love you. Thank you very much. She says, damn, April keeping it real. Yeah, well, April's going to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Because, a lot of times she's still out there fighting for the people in our community. Is it the change of artist styles because of the corporate influences? That's interesting. April, you know what? Let me ask April about that, because I think April's is a fan of hip hop, and she deals with what the kids deal with nowadays as well. Because she got a lot of young kids that come into her school now. Do you notice the change in hip hop and what affects it?
Well, absolutely. I think the change. Interestingly enough, I think the change has been to hurt us more than it has been to help us.
You saying hurt us like cattle or hurt us like painful?
Hurt us.
Okay.
Hurt.
Yeah.
Hurt, to keep us down, to sell a different kind of reality, right? Where the validation is only in those who are less about the artistry and more about the life, if that makes sense.
Interesting.
And I feel like there hasn't been a variety representing who we are on all levels. I think that there's this one-sided version of who we are in these streets that the music industry has been putting out there.
Angelina Deaver, April's saying, and that's you know what? That's dope that you say that, April. Because you're saying that those different energies exist out there. Like, I don't want us to be out here talking about the new music that come out in a negative light, because I love our kids and love their artistic expression. But what it sounds like you're saying is that the younger kids that are putting music out are forming into a pattern because that's what's being accepted by the corporate world. Am I wrong in saying that?
No, you're absolutely right. And for the most part, they are. The artist. I feel like the artistry is leading the life more than the life is leading the artist. If that makes sense.
Well, no, that makes a lot of sense. But I think it's like that in every industry. Like think about in basketball, think about in baseball, football, all sports industries. I think also in music and arts and entertainment, the money's bigger now. The artists are making way more money now than we made back in the days, and they have a pattern, so it's more corporate to be. It's almost like you can wear a uniform as a rapper and be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same as it was back in the days where everybody was trying to be individuals.
But you know what, Lays? Even though the money is more, the money is not longer than it's ever been. The money is still short. And there's still no guidance. The money is more, but things cost more. The life costs more. And the money is definitely not longer for many of these artists and even many of these athletes.
That's a very interesting point of view you put in. The money is not. It's not longer. It's more, but it's not longer. And the artists nowadays have a shorter lifespan.
Yep.
Right. Wow. That's interesting. Hey, guys, if you're an artist and you're putting in your ideas, and if you have some advice that you want to talk about when it comes to the industry, man, put your questions in the thing. We're talking pragmatically about the industry. We're also celebrating 30 years. 2023 is 30. This is the 30th year of this record right here that the world famous put out. And I can tell you that this record was made around this time 30 years ago because I remember the conversation. I was on tour and we had this record already, and we were on tour. Shout to Paz K. Onyx was out. A lot of different groups are out. Wow. Shout to DR period. Rest in peace, Boo Bang. Rimmer and a lot of the MOP First Family, they had, this is real deal talk, man. They lost, a lot of young kids lost their lives. Yeah. I got y'all tape. Yeah, since 93. Yeah. Well, April, I mean, the thing is, I think maybe, and I don't know if you want to do this in your school, but I think it would be pretty good to have a good music business 101 conversation, and sort of the kids that want to be into industry and all the different jobs that could take, because a lot of times kids that go right for the rapping, but there's so many different jobs in the industry that kids can have that you can teach them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, wow. April Leon, listen, sis, I'm coming to see you soon, but I'm actually coming to see you sooner than later. 'Cause I think I'm healing faster than I, even though it's still, but it definitely, I'm noticing a difference, and I'm glad I'm not taking those painkillers, because I think if I take them painkillers, man, I think about Eric Sermon right now recovering from the opioid addiction and all that kind of stuff. So definitely,
absolutely. You don't rush it. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I'll be all right. We'll see you soon. April Leon, have a good day, sis. Much love to you.
Have a good one.
All right,
love
sister.
You.
Wow, amazing when you think about that, huh? Definitely. Thank you, Angelina. Thank you, everybody. Let's go to some of the comments in the thing really good. DJ Supreme, good morning, Mr. Prima Limit. Lexus Law, I miss back in the days when there was a story with the rap. Yeah, remember Slick Rick was amazing, man. Storyteller was amazing. And the change artistry style because of all of the corporate influences. Is it better or worse now? I don't know. Morning, everybody. Derek Evans. Good morning, Dieras. Reminds me of the poem DMX put out called "The Industry." Oh yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we control the industry as artists. We control it. We can control how it works. If we, our thing is to gain power by gaining influence, and then you can control things. corporate entities get involved, the creativity gets watered down. That's a fact. We like that. Derek Evans agrees with that. He got our tape, 93. Since 93, that was Glaze, the MC. I'm going to call Glaze this morning before we get out of here. The positive energy has been snuffed out in hip-hop. They don't do that anymore in the culture. That's with their music. Rest in peace. That was the Boo Bang, the third member of MOP. Rest in peace. God bless you, Boo Bang. Showing love. Teach them how about the contracts. It's not one contract. You understand? It's about deals. And listen, we are all learning. We get better as we go along. And every deal is not a great deal. All right. Sometimes it's a deal that you can get to that day. You can always modify your deal based on your influence. Hip hop is attractive because it is real. No matter where you come from, for ethnic hip hop is in all of us. Billy Deaton says that. Good morning, everybody. Wow, what a great. Enjoy your day too, Angelina Deaver. Very much. Derek Evans, be careful. We need another self-destruction, same song type. I've been saying that too, by the way, this era. I was trying to, but I'm not out there like that to put it together. But yeah, you're right. We do need a self-destruction. Good morning, Samantha Thomas. Good morning, Sam. Sam has been around. She knows what the struggle's been like. We're celebrating 30 years of How About Some Hardcore. The actual day we released it was in, I believe it was in October, but this whole year, we could celebrate this whole year because the record was already made. It just came out in October. We had the record around this time. It was already created. Shout to DR Period. DR Period and Fame. Shout him out 1993. Have a great day, Dr. D. Nice Bojan. What a great conversation. Dr. D. Nice Bojan, I get on you about not knowing, but she is a hip-hop fan, even though I give her crap about knowing. Derek Evans, salute. Good morning. Let's get Glaze on here before we get out. One more call before we go, everybody. This has been a great conversation this morning. Again, back to the news. I want to just wish Eric Sermon a speedy recovery. We're glad that you are getting out of that opioid situation, man. Be careful. The opioid is real. Eric Sermon, big fan of Eric Sermon, super talented producer, and just a good guy. I've known Eric for well over 30 years. EPMD, salute to Paris Smith and the whole hit squad and everybody from EPMD.
Good morning,
my brother.
What's cracking?
You know, we were talking about Eric Sermon this morning. I don't know, most people, if y'all missed that conversation about Eric Sermon just...
Yeah, shout out to Eric, man.
Yeah,
wow.
He's getting better. He just came out of... who's this? Ron Mound. Okay, good. Thank you, Rob. We appreciate you. And Eric Sermon is getting better. Great, super producer, an amazingly talented producer. EPMD had a lot of great songs out back in the days, and they're still out there working. Shout out to Paris Smith. Remember Redman, DOS Effects, Keith Murray, the whole hit squad. All those guys out there, man, doing their thing, man. But back to our conversation with April. We was talking about, you know, first of all, MOP, but then the difference between the new artists and the old artists, and one thing I don't want to do, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm even putting down the new artists, because I love these new kids, the talent that they putting out right now. But are they being forced into a box to be?
I think to go what you were saying, I think they're in a, I don't want to say they're in a box, right?
Right.
They're in what they're growing up around, right? What is being revered right now? What's the status quo right now?
Right.
And that's what they're into. That's what we were into. We were doing peaceful records, and we did a little bit of both, right? Because we came up in that era when you could hear the message, and then you could go hear Hard Times, or you could go hear, you know, some ill EPMD or Run DMC, or, you know, You Got to Chill. All these kind of, we had so many variants that we could go to. So any mood that we felt, we had music for every mood. Let's go there. Hip hop at one point had music for every mood that you have. Now they don't have that.
Like we could listen to KRS One, Public Enemy, but then we could listen to this too. We could be like this.
Well, exactly. We had the money busting out my socks. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we had a little bit of everything. Now you only have the one thing. You popping pills, taking Molly, lean, And I think it's just because what the industry allowed to continue to come out, they snuffed out all of the positive stuff. Now all of this stuff is in place. So the kids are just following what they see. And what's great about now is, why would it be now? This is why I hate it so much. Now at a time when people can be so independent, they can do so much for themselves more than you know what it was for us to get a record out back then.
Yeah, we don't need them now.
Right, you don't need it now. These kids will make a record on their phone.
Right.
But they're not making. We have a couple of people making some positive records and some, but you really have to search to find these guys. Everybody's talking about the same thing. That's because that's just what they see and that's what they hear all the time. If they heard other stuff, I think that they would make other records, because there are people making other records. I think
a lot of people are making, like you said, a lot of people are making great music. I think it's what's getting exposed on a large scale. So
exactly, we're not hearing it, and it's so funny, man. The internet is now, because the internet is the machine. Like we watching Channel 4, Channel 7. So now you're going to get the same thing.
Wow,
you're going to get the same type of programming now. You're able to program YouTube. They're programming these things, so they're not going to give you, all the best. They're not going to give you the underground like they used to get before.
Do you have?
Let's be real, it's money in it.
Do you have? And this is to the MOP fans out there. Do you have a Clifford Ryan salute? Do you have a concert that you would want to see today of new artists? Like all my MOP fans, give me 5 artists that you would. Do me a favor, Glaze. Give me your 5 artists that you'd love to see on a concert. It doesn't have to be today. It could be from back in the days, whatever the case may be. Your 5 artists.
Oh wow, that's a hard one. But I mean, of course, I love to see Busta on stage.
Right.
So I would have to go Busta, Red and Meth, Public Enemy, LL. What's funny is they talk about Keith Murray. Keith Murray is a blast on that stage too.
Yeah.
He's so what I gave you 4 and Run DMC.
And Run DMC. That's a great show.
My favorite lineup. Yeah. Oh man.
If you guys got a favorite lineup of artists, it could be from today or back in the days. Because my question is, do you have artists today that you would want to go see? 5 artists that you would be like, yo, I got to go see these 5 artists, these 5 new artists, and that would be a great concert. You know what I'm saying? Is that, that connection right there? Well, who would you want to see? You know what I'm saying? Like that's decent. That's an interesting conversation. Like, nowadays you can say Drake, Kanye West, and they're not even the new artists anymore. Drake's old school now.
Yeah, and he's still packing arenas.
Yeah,
and
he
these
sure
young
is.
kids
He
are
sure
packing.
is.
Yo, I was shocked when what's this guy? Tyler the Creator.
Amazing artist.
He packed the Garden. Amazing artist.
Yeah, amazing artist.
Garden.
Yep.
That's not an easy thing to do.
So we do got great artists out there now, and some of them are independent. Some of them are coming out. April says 5 new artists sounds like 1 artist. That's to us. We got to know that there's got to be a difference, because we're used to hearing we're used to hearing music a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So you understand that. Like we like a certain sound. That's why our music don't go away. That's why our music gets that much support. But you got to give the young kids their props. You know what I'm saying? The young kids are doing it. They filling stadiums right now. These young boys are doing their thing. You got to shout them out. They're killing it. They filling. The young boys are filling stadiums. You can't knock the young boys for filling stadiums. They're doing their thing, man.
No, they're doing their thing. It's just that they're doing it under the music that they're doing it under, right? We would hope that they would do it. The music would have a different message to it. It doesn't, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? But they're out here killing it, and our kids are going to these concerts to go see it.
Interesting, man. You know what? I tell you one thing, man. Shout out to the new school, the new generation. I think they're going to be all right. I think they're going to sort it out. I don't think they're going to have as long of a lasting career as our era. I don't think they're going to make the same impact, but they are making a very large impact, and some of the music is sticking around. It's just that it's not becoming as classic as our music. You know what I'm saying? But
because our music represented a time or a journey. You could remember when you hear a certain record from our era, you can remember what you were doing. You can remember that time in your life. This music they're making now doesn't have it's no time stamp to it.
Yeah.
There's no emotion stamp to it. It's just emotionless music. You just go out here and just sip some lean, and that's it.
I was wondering what did they say about us? What did think about Marvin Gaye, Teddy Pendergrass, the Shirelles, Diana Ross? What they say about the hip hop music? You know what I'm saying? That's another thing.
Man, you know what they said. Well, I think it was a mixed crowd, right? It's funny because my mom was an actress, right? So she was into. So I was privy to a lot of these older artists coming up, especially some of those names you're saying. And it was a mix. Like how it was with the old people in general. Some people are like, oh man, that hip hop bebop stuff is trash. Get out of here with that. And some people are like, yeah, those kids out there, they're just doing their thing. They're having fun. Let them do their thing.
Yeah, well, that's what we do. The only complaint that I have is that there's not enough variety for me. I need this. I used to love hearing Slick Rick and then Big Daddy Kane and LL and
Q-Tip, no variety.
Tribe Called Quest.
Said it best.
Yeah.
It's you can have 5 people in concert and it seem like the same person.
Yeah, that's my only. If I were to have one complaint, that would be my only complaint. But I do support the young artists doing their thing, man. I love it.
Yeah, I do. Because some of them are doing great music, man. They're doing great music.
Wow, Glaze, man. We back this week, man. It's going to be a good week this week, man. I'm healing.
Yes, sir.
You missed the story. I told a story earlier about how I felt.
No, you were telling me, man, about that. I heard you. I'm on with you from the beginning. But
okay.
I'm moving, shaking, and popping. So.
Yeah. Well,
I couldn't believe it, man. We said you fell in the tub. I was like, oh my God. Take it easy over there.
It wasn't cool, man. It wasn't. I need a life alert.
We need you out here, man. We need you mobile out here, man.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
You might have to play EPMD. You got to chill.
You got to chill. You know what? On that note, and shout out to Eric Sher. We're gonna leave today on EPMD. We'll leave on that one on ECMD. Shout out to my boy Glaze and shout out to April Leon and Dr. D Nice and everybody that comes out here in the morning and hangs with your boy Unc.
There we go.
30 years. Emma, how about some hardcore? We love that. We're gonna celebrate that all year. We're gonna have some fun with that. I want to thank everybody for coming out today. Sparkle A's from the Raw Perspective. Shout out to my OSG family. Pass up in the shower, you're hilarious. Shout out to my MOP family. April, you're terrible. You're terrible. Anyway, thank you very much. Have a great morning, everybody. Yo, Glaze, thank you, brother. I'll talk to you later.
Yo, come on. You already know.
All right, brother. I want to thank everybody for coming out today. This is Uncle Ace. Oh, man. Shout out to my OSG family. Y'all have a great morning. That's up for the shower.
You should keep quiet while the MC rap.
And if you're tired,
then go take a nap.
Salute Eric Sherman.
Right now, I'm about to shake and bake. D-E-R-I-C-K is my name.